Hey there. So let's talk about saboteurs. First is that there is a constant battle going on inside your mind between these saboteurs and your wiser, calmer self that we're going to call your sage. So that's number one. And for many of us, the saboteurs are running the show. And how do I know? Because, I'm guessing that sometime in the last week, you've either been awake at 3 a.m., going over and over a conversation that either happened or is going to happen. And I'm going to say, and then they're going to say, and how could they have said that? So that's one, maybe that's happened. Two, maybe you've beaten yourself up over a past mistake or a future misstep. I'm really good at that one. Maybe you've been so annoyed by a team member or a loved one or a neighbor that you've let it ruin part of your day or a whole day or maybe even longer. So those are just three examples. I've probably captured everyone in there that show that the saboteurs are running the show and you're not in control of your mind. Okay, not so great news, but some of the good news is these saboteurs are, first, they're rooted in our biggest strength. It's just taken to an extreme. So almost any asset or strength taken to an extreme can lead to some struggle and trouble, right? So for me, the stickler is my biggest saboteur after the judge, meaning I'm a perfectionist. And there's some really good characteristics underlying that, being detail-oriented, wanting things to look a certain way, being organized. Like those are all great. But when you take it to an extreme and try to impose your will on others or even yourself, like I end up exhausted at the end of the day because when you're trying to do everything perfect all the time, that's just crazy making. And we want to zip the crazy making. So think about, hopefully you'll take the saboteur assessment and think about how you cause your own stress and where do you go negative and how do you impact, your own performance or relationships negatively. And the other thing is, don't feel bad about any of this. We all have these. They are just programmed in from when we're born. So nothing to be embarrassed about. It's actually really empowering to have this information because once you're aware of it and you can get an acceptance around it, then you can take action. And so, like I said, take the saboteur assessment. I think that'll be really interesting for you. And I'd love to hear your results. And maybe I'll see you in one of the upcoming seminars or in boot camp.